right, live from Radio Row here, Chargers Unleashed, LA Football Network, Bruin Bible. We have a very special guest with us. The one Otito Ogbonnia joins us with Will Decker, Jamal Madney, Dan Wolkenstein. Tito, welcome to the show. Welcome to Radio Row. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
I'm good. We got a lot of stuff talking. This is great. I love kind of the synergy between UCLA and we got the Chargers.
Man, we've been fans of Otito for a long time, dude. So when we heard he was coming on the show, this is a big deal.
So first and foremost, how are you feeling health-wise? I know last year was kind of an interesting dynamic for you, kind of getting back to health and back on the field. But how are you feeling now with an off-season where you can actually kind of go into it full tilt?
I feel great. I mean, it's I can't overstate it enough that like how much it is to have a full off-season and how much it means to me to be able to train full-time and really dedicate several months to getting myself ready for the season. I didn't realize how much I kind of missed out on because my mind was so focused on my rehab with my knee and so on and so forth. But I have so much gratitude to be able to have a full off season. I'm excited for the future. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Otito, I don't know if you're aware of this, but breaking news out of UCLA, Chip has actually left the program. Informed the team about an hour ago. Lots of things going on there. Don't want to ask you if that's right or wrong, but what was your take with Chip when you were there? What was your opinion on him as a coach, and how much did he benefit you getting to the next level?
Yeah, I think I really liked him as a coach. I think that sometimes, I think if you are coming from a different situation or not used to his type of caliber of coaching or interpersonal relationships with him, I think sometimes you can feel like he rubs you the wrong way, but it's all like in good faith and all in good intention. I felt like he was a really good coach from a smart standpoint, an X and O standpoint. I mean, this guy would search film. I mean, one time I saw him watching film. He was watching film like it looked like, and the film is so old that the pixels are all messed up.
A little grainy.
Find different things that we can do. So he's very dedicated in that sense. He's one of the great offensive minds in all of football. So I really appreciate him as a coach.
Otito, as you have now embarked on an NFL career with the Chargers, can you talk a little bit about how your time at UCLA maybe shaped you into the player you are today, and what were some of the things that you see as sort of differences from your position with the college game and the pro game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me that helped me at UCLA was probably just the discipline aspect. I think UCLA is one of those places, especially with the Chip Kelly culture and system, that really instilled that. And I feel like if you didn't have that, either you're going to fall through the cracks, or you're gonna have to get in line. So I think that really helps. I mean, it helped just going to a school like that had a lot of like-minded people, and it helped me in terms of just having the right mindset coming into a professional environment. I think the biggest difference right now is in a time like the offseason where there's more lack of structure than you used to, because in college there's more. Hey, this is the day you have to come to this offseason program. You have to work out every day. You have school, you have class, whatever. You have study hall. In off-season, you kind of get to curate your own schedule.
Yeah, interesting.
Week, month to month, and kind of what you do with your time is what you're going to get out of it come season. So it's kind of all up to you, which I really like, and I kind of get to do what I want, which is grind. So.
Now, the Chargers have had some things happen over the offseason. New coaching staff, new management. Jesse Minter comes in from Michigan as your defensive coordinator. Jim Harbaugh, obviously. Talk to us about the conversations you've had with the coaching staff. Have you talked to Jesse Minter? Have you talked to Jim Harbaugh? What are you excited about? What do you think that they're going to bring that maybe this team has lacked in the last couple of years, or at least last year with you on it?
Yeah, good. That's a good question. I mean, I actually just met with the GM, Jesse Minter, and Harbaugh not too long ago, like 2 days ago. And ironically enough, it was during, I think Derwin James was going to meet with Harbaugh at that time. And I actually was coming to meet him at the same time, so we all met together. We had about an hour conversation.
Hour, wow.
Yeah, it went well. I mean, I think all of them had things to input, and he was asking us questions that were interesting, stuff about the facility. We're just talking about so many different things, the Super Bowl, the facility, the culture, what he wanted, and what he wanted out of a coaching staff and out of the players. So that was huge, but I really felt the energy, and that's kind of what I think he knows that our team is ready to work. And the biggest thing I think I was trying to get across to him was that, we will work, and we just need to know how to work so that work is realized, that success is realized through our hard work. And so he committed, to get that done for us, and so we're very excited.
And real quick, piggyback on that, you said they talk about the players, the type of players they want, whether it's with Jim Harbaugh or Jesse Minter. Like, what was that? Take us into that conversation. Like, what were the players that they need?
We're looking for dogs. I mean, the GM was in there. Like DJ told him straight up, like, we want dogs in this draft. Like that's what we're looking for. Like if ands, buts about it. I mean, and that's the type of energy we're looking for. Like, guys who are just ready to work. And we need the staff to be able to manage those guys, and that's kind of what we're bringing in. Just like the strength coach, he's a guy that when I'm hearing everybody's raving about him.
Ben Herbert.
The biggest thing that I'm hearing about from him is that he can manage players, even the craziest cases, which is huge because as you guys know, in the NFL and pro sports, there's all types of characters, people dealing with all types of issues. But if you can realize somebody's talent, realize somebody's potential, and have a coach to manage that for them, that's everything.
Yeah, you've been blessed to be in that defensive line room with a bunch of talented pass rushers. Khalil Mack had just an amazing season there. Joey Bosa, one of the more talented guys within the league. What have you seen from your pass rushing room that makes them special at the end of the day?
For me, it's a lot of commitment to the basics, whether it be the get off and pad level and hands, and then just playing fast. I mean, a lot of the game from a D-line standpoint and edge standpoint is going to be instinctual. And when you can play fast and free and go forward, you can make a lot of plays and let your athleticism do the talking. It's huge. And then the second thing is going to be what applies to every position is just the dedication and consistency to it. Like being dedicated to go to work every day with a routine, whether it be your diet, whether it be your stretch routine, whether it be your recovery routine, to make sure you stay on that. It's the biggest thing I've seen.
Otito, what are some goals that you have going into the 2024 season, some goals that you've set out for yourself, and how are you kind of approaching the offseason when it comes to development? Are there certain things that you're emphasizing more than others?
Yeah, for me right now, it's
Very good.
For me right now, it's just making sure that I could continue to get stronger in my knees, and that was something I was kind of rehab from. It's something I was still lacking in some of my tests and stuff, and just being the best functional moving athlete I can be, making sure I do a lot of rehab, injury prevention, and then being the best version of myself and peaking at the right time going into training camp, because the season's long, and making sure I can outlast the trials and tribulations and ups and downs of a long season.
Now, we don't need to talk about the past that much, but this past season was kind of tough, I think, for both the organization as well as for fans and everyone covering the team. And you kind of look forward to the offseason and to the draft. Like, for you personally, types of players or positions, what do you feel that the team was lacking most? And who do you think that the team will target, or who do you think they should target in terms of positions that will impact the team's success the most moving forward this season?
It's interesting. I mean, I'm no GM, but...
Put the hat on for a second.
I mean, if you're talking to me, I'm always looking at the big boys. I mean, I think the biggest thing right now is I think sometimes people undervalue O-line, D-line, especially the O-line sometimes. I think sometimes people, the receivers are great, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't beat that, but being able to protect someone like Justin Herbert, you have $260 million invested in it, is huge. I think focusing on the front. I mean, I think getting more physical up front is going to be huge for us. And then getting that star player at the skill position, getting a really star-studded corner at that position, huge.
Yeah, and then the last question I got for you, man, as somebody that covers UCLA, how many teammates do you still keep in contact with? How many guys are you still kicking it with? We had Quentin Lake on yesterday. He said I'm still playing games with people, video games. Who do you kick it with still from UCLA?
I mean, I actually DM with Kim Q-Lake every now and then too. I actually DM'd him last night because I heard he was in town. I talk with quite a few guys actually, especially guys that are in the league. I always try to keep up with them and just chop it up about their experiences, which is my experience, especially guys who are coming after me, and just kind of giving them tips and tricks about what not to do, what you should do, just having an experience. So it's fun to just kind of see that happen. Even some guys that are still there now, I keep up with some of those people. So
awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Otito. We had an awesome time talking to you, man, and we wish you nothing but the best moving forward, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.